Hello, my name is Samos Bonane. The purpose of my presentation is to identify a process that can be improved by the implementation of a human resource management information system. The organization I choose for my HRIS project plan is the Sunrise Senior Living. Sunrise provides senior care services including assisted living, independent living, and memory care in the US, Canada, and the UK. Sunrise refers to its facilities as community. There are 23 Sunrise community in Virginia, and the particular community I'm focusing my HRS project on is the Sunrise of Arlington, which is located in Arlington, Virginia. I had the opportunity to interview with Ms. Bora, who is the Sunrise of Arlington Executive Director. During the interview, I discovered the following. The community is divided into two departments, the Assisted Living Department and the Reminiscence Neighborhoods Department. In the assisted living department, it's for residents with limited assisted needs. And in the reminiscence neighborhood department, it's for residents with full assisted needs. The community currently uses the ICIMS for application tracking and ARENA system which collects data and evaluate applications. Current employee retention rate is at 70%, and out of 20 applications, only 12 will be hired. But the biggest concern for the community at this moment is the onboarding and scheduling processing. Choosing the right candidate is hard enough, and integrating and retaining new employees proves to be even more difficult. Successful onboarding is essential, and Sunrise would like to speed up onboarding and training to allow new hires to be placed on the job post and be functional as soon as possible due to the demand of the job. Onboarding is a process in which new employees are acquainted with their role, their team, and the organization. Proper onboarding helps the employee become part of the organization and make an active shift towards the contribution to an organization goal. Currently at Sunrise, business office coordinator who is in charge of some HR function and each department manager are in charge of the hiring process, which includes training new hires and ongoing staff. This is a concern for the executive director because training prolongs the onboarding process and training are sometimes, if not most of the time, not properly administered. Proper onboarding and new hire integration takes time. I would not recommend for Sunrise of Arlington to rush their onboarding process, rather to implement an intelligent automation such as the Workday system that can streamline onboarding process. Because when you decrease the number of onboarding tasks you need to do manually, you are free to focus on more important goals such as nurturing the new acquired talent. The following onboarding tasks can be completed through the new Workday system. Build a new hire profile from day one. Welcome new employee with a tailored message. All onboarding activities throughout a new hire's first year can be scheduled, and the system also provides structure and allow for feedback. New hire can access Workday system prior to their first day to have a view of those activities. Sunrise can put all necessary forms on Workday and assign due date for the completion of those forms. This will give new hires some independency in completing it on their own time. Form a cross-department onboarding team. HR knows compliance, management knows performance expectation, coworker know the day-to-day, and IT knows how to get equipment up and running. Forming a small team with members from each of these departments helps ensure that you've covered every new hire related topic. And finally, set up all required training videos. Scheduling staff creates an order and a flow for organization. Everybody knows when they are supposed to work, which allows them to focus on their job. Proper scheduling ensures the important tasks are covered at appropriate time. Currently, the system used for scheduling at Sunrise is on shift. The concern is that managers are very limited to what they can accomplish through on shift. They cannot edit schedule, they cannot approve schedule if a staff was to request a schedule change, etc. A work schedule is imperative to getting work done, and I recommend Sunrise to implement Shiftboard as their scheduling application. Shift 4 is for organizations with complex workforce schedule needs, such as Sunrise. It will eliminate scheduling headaches by meeting Sunrise's unique scheduling needs and easily handle changes with Switchboard employee scheduling tool. Switchboard uses historical information to better predict demand and optimize shift assignments for employee schedule and track labor costs with automated work schedule scheduling. It streamlines communication process between managers and employee and get immediate response with mobile texting. This feature ensures workers are at the right place at the right time. Manager can add and approve shift change on the go with automated employee scheduling. Manager can also enable employee to view their own schedule, manage availability, and seamlessly trade shift on any device. The following slides will focus on each phases of implementing the recommended HRIS solution. This will provide stakeholders with the confidence that accomplishment of current project has been well considered and will list the tasks, activities, and process involved in producing deliverables. The three phases are planning, launching, and evaluating. During the phase one, the following tasks of planning will take place. A meeting will be held with stakeholders at all levels. The meeting will involve the discussion of the current onboarding process and scheduling process, and we will obtain feedback from executive director down to the hourly employee. Both workday and shift board system will be introduced to the manager and getting their feedback, aiming to obtain the manager approval and getting them on board. An assessment of the current system versus the suggested system will be conducted. An intensive research will be made to ensure that either the new system will be implemented or simply the current system just have a few glitches that needs to be fixed. During phase two, the following launching tasks will take place. First, we should determine the time to switch over. Determine the optimal time to switch from old system to the new system, making sure the system switchover is handled by both IT people and HR staff to manage configuration, transition, and system rollout. Systems testing is also a essential step. We must test the broken aspect until it passes, then rerun it through our end-to-end test process to be sure everything is working as it should. Training, when and where. The new system will first be introduced to the Sunrise of Arlington. Manager will need to be trained and vetted first in the new system before allowing everyone else access. User training. Poor training can result in failure of HRS implementation. Training will be aligned to the core goal of Sunrise, and it will enable users with in-depth understanding of the system and ensure that cost-effective and improve employee satisfaction. During phase three, the following evaluation tasks will take place. After 6 months of launching the system, we will evaluate the system by determining if the new system is addressing the issue of onboarding and scheduling which prior system failed to do so. Is Workday system enough? We will evaluate the new system. In conclusion, I strongly believe by Sunrise of Arlington implementing both Workday system for their onboarding needs and Shiftboard system for their scheduling needs, they will manage to eliminate most issues they previously had, and it will allow for the smooth onboarding flow and less complex scheduling issues. Thank you for your time and consideration.